Hello everybody, my name is Mathis and welcome to a channel update. If you have any questions about any of the stuff that's happening on the channel, stick around. There's a ton of stuff I want to cover here and make sure you guys hear all of it. Basically, I saw somebody post on my subreddit, which was recently launched, reddit.com/r/MathisGames. Go check it out. There's also one for Judge Mathis under Judge Mathis. Basically, it's a place I go to communicate with you guys easily and read feedback if it's there. There's some basic rules. You can go check it out. It's basically don't be a dick and don't bring YouTube drama to the subreddit. Very simple. But it's a real good place for me to go and talk to you guys and just read what you guys have to say, good, bad, or indifferent. So this update has been requested by a few people through tweets and whatnot. And I figured, yeah, you know what? I'm going to do this. What I was going to do is I was going to do a direction of the channel update on my 200,000 subscriber video. However, recently, well, like a week or two ago, YouTube did a huge subscriber purge and wiped out like 7,000 of my subscribers. I was close. Now it's gone. We'll get there at some point. It is what it is. Basically, I want to talk about where this channel is going, why certain series are missing, and where a lot of my energy is going and being focused right now, and what I want in the future for myself, for the channel, for both channels at this point, and so on. So first, we'll address the elephant in the room. Where is my Danganronpa? Or where is my Stardew Valley? Or where is Subnautica? Because sometimes I miss a few days of that. I'll try to explain it very briefly for you so it's simple and you understand, and hopefully you empathize. If you don't empathize, then just step away, I guess. It is what it is. I have a problem. It's called gaming ADHD. I get excited about a game, I play that game, I make a series on that game. Halfway through that series, I get excited about another game, I start playing that game, I record that game. Halfway through that series, I get excited about another game, I record that game. Halfway through that series, I see another, and it goes on, which means certain series end up getting pushed back, other series get hoisted front, and it makes for chaos. It's my own fault. I own up to it. I shouldn't do that. I do that. I'm sorry. Part of the problem is a lot of the games that I start don't have an end, or they take forever to finish. And in doing so, it means it's a huge time commitment. And when a new game comes out, if I don't have any slots open on the channel and I want to play the game and make a series, I need to make a slot on the channel. And those longer games that I've been playing for a while end up getting pushed to the side. My bad. Unless the game is close to finished, then that's how it works. Or the game has no end, then it gets pushed aside. So, does that mean Danganronpa is dead? No, it does not mean Danganronpa is dead. I know I keep saying that. I know people keep waiting for it. It'll come back when I'm ready to bring it back. There's a lot of stuff happening on the channel right now. Two big series that I'm pushing towards the end of right now is Dishonored. I feel like I'm getting close to the end of that one. And the Solace Project, which I feel like I'm getting close to the end of that one. Once those two are finished, two more will take their place. I don't know what they'll be, whether they be old series or new series, but I'm desperately trying to get to the end of some games so that I can get some new stuff up on the channel for you, or old stuff to be brought back. Next topic I want to talk about is the state of the channel, the direction of the channel, and where my energy is being focused. So, I've had some people, I think it's just one guy actually, but I see it all the time. He keeps bringing it up for whatever reason, and I keep saying stop it, and he doesn't listen, so I just mute him, or shadow ban him on the channel. Sorry, dude, if it's you. But I'm sick of seeing, Mathis, I was been with you since 10,000 subscribers. Your views are so bad. What's the problem? Are you dying? Is your channel dying? This, that, and the other. No. I feel like I've talked about this before, but I don't think I've actually talked about it in a video. So I'll address it directly right now. About a year and a half ago, my channel was primarily and mostly focused on survival games. That meant my channel was grown on survival games, and survival games in any form always did really, really well on the channel. In fact, they still do really, really, really well on the channel. But I sat down one day and said, I'm so sick of playing survival games that recording them and playing them and commentating over them is becoming a huge chore. It's draining my energy. It's not fun for me anymore. And the point of this channel is to have fun, to give you laughs, to make you smile. So I made a conscious decision. I said, no more survival games for this channel unless it's a survival game that is unique enough for me to want to enjoy and play. Instead, I'm going to play things I want to play that are fun for me and I'm going to have a good time doing. Now, I told myself this is going to hurt your channel. This is going to hurt growth. This is going to hurt views. Am I still growing? Yes, my numbers are still positive. Are my views good? Yes, they're perfectly fine. Better than I would have expected them to be at this point. But they still took a dip, and I knew that was going to happen. But what it means is I can play other things on the channel. I'm no longer hunting the next big survival game so that my numbers continue to go way, way, way up. There was a point in time where my numbers and subs were like 400 or 500 new subscribers a day, and I knew I was giving that up, and I didn't care because I was sick of survival games. People weren't coming to watch me, they were coming to watch the survival games, and I wanted people to be here for me and for me to be there for them. So my core audience who were there for me, watch everything I put out. Those who don't, watch what they like to watch and then just ignore the rest. Both of those are totally fine. However, I'm fully aware of how well one series is doing compared to another. I know Dishonored is not very watched, but I fucking love playing it, and there's enough views for me to justify keeping it there. I run this channel as a business. It is my business. I've built this business from the ground up, and I can survive totally fine on the money I'm making, better than fine on the money I'm making on what I get for views. Don't you worry about it. I'll worry about it because that's my job. And if things were going so poorly, then you probably would see a ton of survival games on the channel again. But the fact that there aren't a ton of survival games on the channel again means that I'm doing fine. So don't you worry your pretty little face about it. I promise I've got this shit under wraps. The other thing that I'm working on and that I'm loving is my Judge Mathis. Way back when my channel had just started and I just started doing this stuff, I used to do a bunch of things. I did survival games, I did indie games, first looks, but one of the things I used to do a lot was scripted content, and one of it was called Killed in Action, Missing in Action, where I would look at a franchise or a game that was in development and disappeared or randomly stopped development or got canceled, and I tried to figure out why. I got hiccups really bad. I tried to figure out why, and it was really fun, and I fucking loved doing it. When I made the Weavers project, which there will be an update on that at some point in the future, I promise. It's not dead. I haven't forgot about it. God, I haven't forgot about it. It's my baby. When I made the Weavers project, it kickstarted or ignited something in me that I hadn't felt in a long time. And it was that urge to create, that urge to be creative in a way that I hadn't been in a long time. Not saying Let's Plays aren't being creative. They just not creative in the same way that researching, writing, recording, and editing all are. So I went and decided to do Judge Mathis, and then I made a decision to make a second channel for that so that it wasn't buried by my Let's Play stuff. Judge Mathis, I made the first video of Judge Mathis. It was on Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, and I fell in love with the process. The playing, the recording, the scripting, the note-taking, the editing, and I did the editing for the first few episodes, and I still do the editing for the top 5 stuff until I recently brought on an editor for just the Judge Mathis stuff, not the top 5 stuff. And I fucking love it. I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed with it. I want to keep doing it because every single video is entirely new. It's a new project. It's a new work. It's a new script. It's a new game. It challenges me mentally and creatively in a way that I haven't been challenged since I probably started the channel way back in like 4 or 5 years ago. And I love it. I adore it. And basically my end goal is there to right now I'm doing 3 to 4 videos on the Mathis Games channel a day. Believe it or not, I used to do 5 or 6. I want there to be a day where instead of doing 3 to 4 videos on Mathis Games, I'm doing about 2, maybe 3 a day instead, where I can really focus on some really good stuff series-wise that I just play in the games that I love. And the Judge Mathis is self-sustainable, where I am able to produce 1 or 2 videos every month, but they do really well, and I just continue doing it. I just continue to make it. I fucking love doing it. I just want to keep doing it. I mean, right now, the next episode is in the hands of my editor right now. I gave him all the notes I need, annotated everything, basically gave him the blueprint for how I want the video to look. And I immediately want to go on to the next game. And I have like the next 10 games listed in my head, and I know what I want to do, and I just want to keep doing it. And I hope one day the Judge Mathis channel is self-sustaining. To the point where, like, if I wanted to, it would never happen because I absolutely love Let's Playing. But, like, where I want the Judge Mathis channel, as an example, is if the Mathis Games channel didn't exist and I just was doing Judge Mathis, I could live off of doing just Judge Mathis stuff. Like, that's where I want it to be. Never going to happen because I love Let's Playing too much. But I want that to be the success of that. It's weird to have a new project and a new channel and to see it doing well. It's actually growing way faster than I ever expected it to be. And the views are doing incredibly well. So I'm pumped. I'm so pumped to keep doing Judge Mathis stuff. And if you haven't seen it, please go check out the channel. There's always a link in the description below. Check it out. See what I'm doing. The latest episode is my best yet. It's the Ninja Blade episode. It's so good. And that's what I want. That's where I want to focus my energy so badly right now. And I am. That's where I am focusing. All my spare time, all my spare energy goes directly into Judge Mathis every day of every week of every month of the past 4 months. It's just been a dream job. And I cannot wait to keep doing it. So that's where my big obsession is right now. It has been working on Judge Mathis, and it's been awesome. And I love it. So that's where my mind is at. That's where my series are currently at. That's where my mind is at. And don't tell me, like, again, I bring it up because it's just something that annoys me. I'm aware what series are doing well and what aren't. I have series like RimWorld, like Evolve, like Dead by Daylight, like Stardew Valley that do 10,000 views a video or more. I'm well aware of what does well. And if I wanted to keep that as my mainstay, I could. I'm not going to because I prefer doing other stuff. And I'm going to keep focusing on Judge Mathis and trying to make that the best possible channel that I possibly can. It's just been too much fun. So I hope that answers some questions. If you have questions for me, or if I know I rambled, it happens. If you have questions for me, go to my subreddit, make a thread, and ask your question. And follow the rules. That's all I ask. And hopefully we can get a big old community working over there that I can talk to you guys through, and we can just communicate in an easier way. I want to say thank you guys for all the support. It's been awesome. Like this past month has been one of the better months that my channel has seen in a long time. It's just because I think I'm doing a bunch of different stuff. I'm being much more variety driven than I have in the past. Even when I changed my channel from survival to other stuff, I'm even more variety based now than I was then. It's showing. It's showing to do well. So thank you guys so much for your love, support, all that stuff. I wouldn't be doing this without you guys. And I can't wait to show you the next Judge Mathis when it comes out. It's going to be good. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.